SB19's new record is unbelievable. It's 6 songs, so they call it an EP. What's the difference between an EP and a full-length album? Is it, what, 10 songs, 12 songs? Like, where is that cutoff where you could decide, my first album actually was, I called it an album, but technically I think it was an EP. It was, I think, 7 songs. Like, where is that cutoff where it's like, this is an album, this is an EP? Regardless, it's a semantic not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is how incredibly good. Like I said in my last video, or I don't remember which video it was, but I texted Dennis King Family Reacts. I'm sure you know his channel. I mean, his Mappa reaction has over 1 million views. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. But he's a great friend of mine. But I texted him while listening to this one of their songs, and I was like, or reacting to one of the songs, and I was like, dude, this album's insane. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, this EP is insane. And he goes, dude, I know that they've leveled up their sound. What a great adjective to use, because I feel like that's exactly what's happened. I feel like their music has totally leveled up in the sense of, like, it's just gotten so good. The quality of the sound, the quality of the music has gotten, the quality of the production and the writing too. I mean, I just filmed a reaction to the lyrics of Gento, where, like, I broke down the English translation because I obviously 80% of it's written in Tagalog. So I went down and read the English translation and kind of went through it, and I was like, these rhymes and these lyrics are incredible. So I just feel like every time I hear them, they just level up, and I'm just really impressed. Now, I've had so many comments, which if you want to send a comment, like, or send a text, that's the best way. Texting is the best way to reach me. The numbers on the screen. But I've had so many comments to check out their ballads, which I believe this is pronounced, is it ILAW? And then the next one, which is Liham. But so all the comments, like, even more than Crime Zone, or Crimson, what am I saying? Because they said the word Crimson in it, but it's just spelled Crime Zone. Which is funny because the album cover looks like it's a crime scene. But all the comments have said, like, check out this song that we're listening to today and the next one. So I'm really intrigued to see, like, what their opinion and why they were requested so heavily. Obviously, they're fan favorites. So let's get right into this, and let's see what we got. So these two ballads are longer songs too. This is almost a 5-minute song. It's 4 minutes 53 seconds. The next one's 6:24. That's a long song. You don't see many songs like that anymore. Let's get into this. Okay, it's in Tagalog, so we're gonna need a lyric breakdown in the next video. Let's start this over. Ooh, first of all, that swelling thing that just came in was really nice. Okay, voice sounds great. Still has a bit of a pop production, which is cool because it has, like, this modern pop production, almost like a hip hop production, where it's, like, highly compressed. It kind of feels like it has still some sort of auto tune on it, giving this, like, pop modern sound with this cool, like, singer songwriter style acoustic guitar. I can tell you that the chords, we're about to figure out what key it's in, but the chords went 1 to 1 3 to 4 to 5. So, for example, I can tell you right now. Let's just figure out what key we're in. We're going to pull up my piano over here. The key was, let's actually pull it back just so I can hear what key. Some notes. Okay, here we go. We're in the key of F. Okay, so the chords went F. Okay, but they're written, I could just tell. I've heard this interesting. You play an instrument long enough, and you can tell the chords just by hearing them. So we're in the key of F. So one of two things happened. Either they tuned the guitar down a whole step and played a G chord, because they're playing a G shape. It's going G shape to G/B to C add 9 to, like, a D sus4. I don't have my guitars. Like, all my guitars are packed away. I really should grab them. And you know what? I'll grab it for you. You know what? Better idea. I'm on crutches right now. It's a whole fiasco to go get my guitars. What I'll do is I'll play it on the piano. So what we have right here is we have 1, again, I said 1. This is in case you want to play it on the guitar or something. So the chords go F. Now F in first inversion to 3. To B flat. To C. So if we were to play that, I'll rewind it from the beginning. You could hear the chords. You could play it along. A little lower. B flat, C. Back to F. There you go. Interesting production on these vocals. They're very different. The last vocals had a bit more fullness to them. These sound thinner, which is interesting. Ooh, that goes to the minor. That go okay. So I take it back. That first time around, it sounded like the chords went to the like first inversion 1 chord. Now we're definitely going to the minor 3rd chord. So now we're going to an A minor. So it's going F to A minor to B flat to C. C sus4. Is that a choir or strings? That's a great melody. That's a great melody. Wow, huge reverb. Huh. Dude, their voices sound insane. Going from the full voice, where they're like belted and out with a bit of grit in their voice, to then shift into that like falsetto right there. Do you hear that? You could hear just total tone of voice, really like expressing that emotion. Shift in the voice. Great melody rhythm. Minor chord. Okay, that was probably an F minor chord right there. We went from major to minor. It could have been a B flat minor chord. We could have been the 4 minor. Ooh, cool like scraper sound right there in the center. Wait, actually, hold on. It kind of, I can't tell if it's a choir or strings or both in the background. This is crazy ring. I could see an incredible version of this done with Ben and Ben. I know they've done the tracks with Ben and Ben before, and I feel like this would be a ridiculous live version. I could see them. I feel like they did this with, was it Mappa or was it a different song that they did with them? But they did it in like, if I'm remembering correctly, I felt like it was like this like auditorium, but I could see like this wooden auditorium with like, you know, a bunch of seats in the background, but like there's strings in the stage, like lights, like, oh, this would be killer with Ben and Ben. Voices sound insane. Cool piano walk down. I don't know why that vocal sounds different. It sounds like it could have been something with the EQ or just recorded differently. But listen to the two production styles. But one thing I'm finding interesting is the vocals are super pronounced. One thing I would have kind of might want to hear a little differently is the music is so emotive, meaning there's so much emotion in the music. I kind of would have wanted the music to be a little louder and the vocals to be pulled a little bit back, just to kind of create this full sonic, because there's so much emotion in their voice. But the voices are a little loud and mixed, and I kind of want the strings and all that, the drums to like really drive. Because sometimes some of the most emotional parts of songs are the instruments. And while the voices and the lyrics are important, sometimes the instruments, like, if you know "Fix You" by Coldplay, which I feel like SB19 should do a cover because that'd be a phenomenal cover. That bridge where it goes na 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 na, like that's like the most like emotional part of the song. There's no singing there, right? Like I feel like to some degree, like there's so much emotion in the music. I want to hear more of it. Huge string section. voice is insane. Nice tambourine in there. I think that's a choir, like some sort of choir preset on this like synth. That's what it sounds like to me. Wow, great emotion in the vocals. I love that like dripping sound, like something could be out of like a Justin Bieber track, like that dripping. I think it's on do. Crazy. Nice electric guitar being introduced. I would not seen this come. This is cool. Slide up. Yeah. Come on. Dude, this is insane. I'm trying to look up who produced this, but like I can't even focus because it's insane. Produced by Pablo, which is also written by Pablo. It's pronounced here. I'll just show you because I don't know how to pronounce all these. Let's see. Here we go. We have Pablo, this guy, Brian Lotho, and Len Cavlo. I would have, to some degree, to be honest, I would have thought that we're gonna have another video. Let me know if you'd be interested. Another video of translating, because this was all in Tagalog, and I want to know what they're talking about because there's so much emotion, but I don't know exactly what it's being talked about. So we're gonna do a breakdown of this for sure. But let's. I would have actually guessed that this was produced by Simon Servita, just because like the guitar kind of sounded like it had his vibe in it. The way that this rock section just kind of gave me his vibes. This is cool. This is incredible though, man. Like I was trying to look it up, but I was getting distracted by how good the music is. I'm gonna rewind just a little bit because I didn't see this turn coming. Come on. Staccato vocals. Snare drum's huge. Oh, cool way to introduce that drip sound. Again. Oh, it's gone, I guess. There it is. That was cool. That pull out right there, that was really cool. That pull out of the da da da, and just his voice and a wham coming in on the second, like instead of it being 1 2 da da dun like that. Let's guitar shift to the left here. Yo, the percussion in this is huge. This sounds like it's like a 50-person orchestra. It's huge. The percussion also sounds huge. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep pausing. Right here is, I think, a really good mix between the vocals and the instruments. Like the instruments are really forward as well as the mix. The vocals, I feel like they blend really well together as opposed to it being vocals up here and the mixed music down here. I think that right here is a good section. Like is this bridge section, I guess you could call it. A really cool production on vocals and mixed between the vocals and the music. Back to that intro motif of the guitar. SB19, what are you doing to me, man? Like, every time I hear a new track, I'm like, yo, that's the best song on the album, and I just don't know if I could say that. Every song has been like a banger, and in just different ways. Obviously, I Want You is very different than Crimson, which is very different than Gento, which is very different than, how do you pronounce this? ILAW? I'm not sure, but it's ridiculous. So good. Really, 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 really good. So you know for sure there's going to be a lyric breakdown. So hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video for sure. Let me know what you think. Send me a text or a WhatsApp. And best way to support the channel if you enjoyed this is to check out my own original music. It means so much to me. God bless and peace out.